Hey there, it's Binky. I am back to review another snack that I picked up on my travels. As I stated in an earlier video, I recently went to Scotland and had a wonderful vacation there. And while I was there, I hoarded a few candy items because the chocolate and sweet products there are amazing. And so they need to be hoarded. So today I am doing something a little different than the last one, which was a candy bar. I'm going with a treat that is called Toffeefay. Yes. So I've never seen this in the US, but I remember I brought some of these back when I originally went to London the first time, and I think my family had said something that at one time Toffifay had been available in the US, but it is not any longer, which is a catastrophe. So they were excited because I guess they had it at one point, but it's no longer here. So then you have to hoard it from the UK and bring it back here. It's truly sad. But anyway, it's basically hazelnut and caramel with creamy nougat and chocolate. And let me tell you, it's delicious because the box says so. Yeah. So here we go. Here's the calorie count. If you care, I don't. What I like that's interesting is we put calories on the back in the US, and in the UK, they put energy. Calories, energy. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just kind of different. And so for some reason it amuses me. It's like, oh, energy. That's how much energy I'm going to use when I eat too much of this and spaz out later on. So the best way to get to the Toffifay is to, look at this. Yeah, just like that. It's out of the package. And so you have 12 of these magical pieces. It's kind of expensive for what you're paying if you really think about it, because it's 12 pieces, but just look at it as a gourmet treat. That's how I make it work for me, to make myself feel better. So then on the back there's a tab. You just peel this away, and again, these bad boys are ready to be consumed. I like that. So it's interesting because it's kind of this flat little disc. So I guess that's kind of the nougat. And then there's chocolate on top. Yeah. So it's like a little bowl. It's a little bowl of goodness. So the almond most likely, or I'm sorry, hazelnut is most likely inside. I am correct. So right there is the hazelnut in the middle of this delicious bowl of goodness. I have to say, I am a huge fan of hazelnuts, and I feel like they're not utilized enough, especially in the US. Like, nobody puts hazelnuts into candy, and they really should. And I think part of the reason is the hazelnuts tend to be a lot more strong in flavor than other nuts, and so maybe that scares people off. But I like big, strong, bold tastes, so I am not afraid of the hazelnut, and I hope you won't be either, and you will try this, because honestly, it's really good. What's nice about it is the nougat is really, the nougat bowl is kind of dense and not hard, but harder compared to the rest of the stuff. It's dense, and then inside you have like this chocolatey, nutty, kind of like a harder form of Nutella in there. It's not as soft as Nutella, but a harder form of it. And then you have the chocolate on top. But what really gets me is the hazelnut. Besides the flavor, it's just that bam of like crunchiness in the middle of this softness that just pulls this whole thing together. Yeah. This, my friend, is a winner. The Oreo bar I last reviewed was a little bit of a disappointment. So the Toffeefay, this more than makes up for the disappointment of the Oreo Cadbury bar. I wish there was a way that I could just import this into this country once a month. So definitely thumbs up to the Toffifay. It's so freaking good. Um, so if you find yourself in the UK, or sometimes you can find, like in New York City, you can find imported candy bars here at like bodegas or in international stores. And I have seen things like that here, but it's mostly the candy bars, not so much things like Toffifay. And to be warned, if you do buy these at the bodegas or at these international supermarkets, they most likely have been sitting there for longer than they should be, so the quality is not going to be as good as if you actually go to the UK and pick these items up where they're actually within their expiration date and way before it. So it's a lot more fresh if you get it there than if they import it to the US and it sits there on the shelves forever and it's just lost its goodness. So if you are heading over in that area, I suggest you go pick these up because I'm putting you in the right direction. Let me just put it that way. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Bye.